Guys, I'm back. They didn't really want me here, but they said in desperate times.
Whenever I'm going through a dark time in my life, I have to ask myself, Rita, have you lipsed?
Yeah.
You
could read
always
the Bible,
no.
but let's look for lipsing.
These walks in the same park, she can't do it anymore. It's more difficult. And I thought, wow.
Because you can't put kids in cages. Name one of the other words you've learned so far. I am the sun. I am the... You know, like, intros to shows are really good songs.
But the thing about that song is that, you know, as she started singing it, it's like I kind of felt witchcraft coming upon me.
Yeah, same. That's why I like it. Pick your favorite sin and dabble in it, you know?
Rita B does not support this message. You can imagine who it was that decided that we should go on a hike.
On a hike.
We're not going to say any names. We're not going to say any names. Uche Notori.
Yeah.
Uche Notori. This is not a political podcast.
God has put me in freedom of speech. This is not a freedom of speech platform. How are we ending this podcast then? We've been talking for like an hour now.
Kandie, this is my podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Faking Adulthood, where we talk about life, love, things, and absolutely nothing, because we don't know what we're doing. We absolutely do not have a clue. Today, my co-host is someone we haven't seen for a really, really long time. Kandie Jo!
Yay!
Woo, woo,
Guys, I'm back.
woo,
They didn't really want me
woo.
here, but they said in desperate times. When I pitched to her that we should be co-hosts, she said no, but every time she's desperate, she would call him. And I asked her, do you think I don't have a life? I might have a life, I don't.
You do have a life.
Yeah.
And we're just happy that you're here.
Yay.
Okay? We had a last minute cancellation, and we know that Kandie is a very valuable co-host, but is also like a substitute teacher.
I'm not getting any of the AdSense, but I'm here.
Well, you're here. Do you know what I mean? She's got plans, and she was like, no, because I love you, I'm going to make time to be on your show today. And that's what love is, guys. That is community. Okay, so yeah, welcome back to the show. As you guys can see, Kandie today is dressed like a preacher's wife.
Yeah, because every other episode, I came as a boy.
Today, she looks like such a lady.
Yeah, rebrand, you know.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Recession indicator.
Yeah, recession indicator is modesty, okay? Modesty. You know, guys, when I first met Kandie, Kandie's skin was out. Like,
Yeah,
you
that
used
was
to
the good
like,
days.
you were like practically naked.
Yeah, when I was free.
And now,
Now I've got to dress modestly, because when you have a boyfriend, you can't dress.
anyhow.
And the thing is, I don't even believe in boyfriends, because until you're married, what is that?
And that is a question. What is a boyfriend?
Yeah, what is that?
What is that? Because
It's someone that, what do they say? Don't let your boyfriend hold you back
Back
from
from
your
meeting your
husband. It's a
husband.
holder backer.
Yeah. But then I feel like your boyfriend is potentially your husband, so you're fine.
Oh, he watches this? Yes.
She's
Love you.
She's just kidding.
I'm
She's
just
just kidding.
kidding.
She's just joking.
Before I get in Walla.
Banter.
banter.
And you know he's
Can
going to watch
make
this episode
jokes?
as well.
Yeah.
Because he wants to
Because
make
I'm
sure
in it.
you don't, He wants to make sure you don't do any nonsense, okay?
Yeah.
But look, man, you know how the show goes, man. I like to start the show with a complaint of the day.
I love the complaints.
You know it's very important to me. And I have a lot of complaints. A lot of complaints. But the complaint I have today, and I feel like I mentioned this on the podcast before, but not as a complaint. It was just a thought. But today is a complaint, yeah? My complaint of the day is this. We need to ban phones in the dance, yeah?
Why?
Because people need to be able to lips in peace.
But then, and I know you're referencing that guy on Twitter,
Yes,
but do
I
you know
am.
he has a girlfriend?
What's that got to do with me? This is a bigger picture. This is a bigger picture, okay? For society as a whole, yeah. Yes, he has a girlfriend.
But imagine if you were the girlfriend and you thought you loved him and all that, and you were going to marry him. This
Yeah.
would have saved you, right?
It would have
Fair
saved
enough,
you.
I don't think you should record people kissing, because I believe in PDA. But in this case...
It saved her in
Yeah,
this case.
he was doing a bit much.
In general, guys, if you go to the dance, you see two people lips in because the anointing
You know what
of
I
the
mean?
yearning comes upon them. How dare you bring out your phone and start recording?
He was doing a bit of a madness.
He was
like,
doing
hand
a
on
bit of
the
a man.
wall.
He was doing a lot.
It's a bit desperate, you know.
It was, I mean, it was a bit, the yearning was a bit
The
much.
yearning and... Yeah, I don't even want to comment. Yeah, just the yearning was a bit much.
The yearning was much.
Yeah.
But it's like, when did we come to this time? Don't you remember being young? And you
Yeah.
being able to lips in the dance?
I believe in PDA.
And there was no evidence. Now, I can't lips in the dance comfortably. Oh
Find
yeah.
a darker corner.
Rita B.
Yeah.
Lip sync.
Faking adulthood.
Lip sync. I can't lip sync peace, and lip sync makes me happy. Do you know what I mean? It gets me through my dark times. Whenever I'm going through a dark time in my life, I have to ask myself, Rita, have you lipsed?
Yeah.
And
You
the
could
answer is
read the
always no.
Bible, but let's look for lip sync.
So just because you just started reading the Bible, you wanna now shame
Isn't that
people.
the point of Christianity?
You just
To
started.
weaponize it.
Guys, Kandie just started reading the Bible, but we'll talk about that later. But that's my complaint of the day, man. Stop recording people lip sync in the dance. Let people be free, okay? Let people have a little lips, a little feel up. Let people feel alive and go home.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it.
And that's my complaint of the day. What's yours, Kandie Jo?
My complaint of the day is... Wait, what was my complaint of the day?
You didn't tell me it.
It's the one about his.
About his?
When you start a group project, yeah, and then other people think that they can take it over. So the backstory is we were doing this challenge for 20K steps. Let me tell you something. I never agreed to 20K steps. I never said I was going to do 20K steps. I have been doing 10K to 15K for the last 87 days. These people have joined in last month, and they've gone all over social media talking about. And then people are writing a his and Rita challenge. I'm thinking, hold on a minute. On the group, it's called KD's World. You people are not KD. And now, they don't even have a streak. The minute we left Brazil, they've stopped. You know why? Because they're not real walkers. They're not real walkers.
But the thing is, which is what I said to Kandie yesterday, because Kandie's complaint essentially is that she should be known as the leader of the group.
I am the leader of the group.
But she didn't come up with the 20K step challenge.
No, because
No,
because I've already been doing 10K for 2 months.
But
Why
as
would
a-
I now?
as a
No,
leader-
because you've taken my idea and rebranded it. Don't aggravate me.
And now Ahiz. So what's aggravated Kandie is that Ahiz now came a couple of days ago with a new challenge.
Yeah.
And the new challenge was either, what was it? 15K steps.
2 runs.
So basically either do 15K steps and a gym session
Mm-hmm.
or do a 3K run and a gym session.
Mm-hmm.
And this has to be 6 days a week. And that's the challenge.
But why would I be doing challenges with men?
And that is...
And in the period week that we have, we'll be doing that.
Yeah.
3K is... I don't want to do... Guys, I'd rather not eat. I don't want to do all that. When I heard 3K run, I said, but I'm not going to do that. Stupid.
I think it's a great challenge.
Let's see the week of your period, how great it is.
It's not going to be great on a week.
Like-
But when we did the 20K step challenge,
Yeah.
it was great to see that we were still able to do it, even though we're on our period.
Yeah, but it took you 2 weeks to lock in.
2 weeks?
I got a text. The first day you said, guys, I ain't doing it.
Oh, I was complaining, but I locked in though.
But you did
I
lock in.
complained. I done it from the 1st of March. There's not one day that I missed.
There's not one day she missed.
Even if it was 11 o'clock at night, I'll go for the walk.
But it was always... Until she got better, it was always
the
11
first 2
o'clock at
weeks
night.
was rough.
And I was like, what's going on, girl?
Kandie would message me at like 10:30 and be like, Rita,
Why are you walking?
why do you only have 2,000
Yeah.
steps?
She'd be like, I'm going to get it. And I'm just like, bro, just get early. Get at like 8 a.m.
But the key, guys, to getting 20K steps in a day, well, I only got 20K steps when I got to Brazil. So I actually didn't do it in the
yeah,
challenge.
you locked in Brazil.
Yeah, but 15K, the key to getting at least 15K steps is starting early.
Yeah.
So I start
Which
my
is what
day
I said,
with a
and
walk.
Uche was arguing with me. I said to
No.
her, bro, if you start your day
You
early,
have to start
you will
early.
get it.
Like-
if you leave it till 5 o'clock,
You're
oh,
cooked.
the slip is going to enter you.
Yeah, you have to do 5K in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I do 10K in the morning.
Yeah, I do my first 5K in the morning, go for a little walk, and those walks have become really precious to me now, you know?
Yeah, they're quite good.
I went
Especially when
today.
it's sunny.
Yeah, I went for a walk today. It was so nice.
I
It was like a
mean?
little prayer walk. You know, I like how what you called it, the faith walk.
Yeah.
You know, and I was talking to God. I was
My
like,
walk to
do you
Jericho.
know what was so crazy? Yeah. So this morning I was doing my little faith walk, right? And I was talking to God, and I was like, do you know what? Like gratitude. And I was like, do you know what? I'm really just grateful that I'm able to go on this walk because the time's gonna come when I'm not gonna be able to go on this walk by myself. I'm gonna have kids or I'm gonna have a partner. It's gonna be harder to walk. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm really enjoying this season of just me and just being able to do this, yeah. And then I went on TikTok, and there was this girl. Her name's called Kyra, I believe. She's so sweet. I think it's Kyra, and she was basically talking and kind of complaining about the fact that she can't go on her walks anymore. She's
Why?
got 2 kids now.
How old are they?
I think they're both under 2.
Yeah.
And she was like, the struggle. And she was like, yeah, I tried to take him out on a walk, and the 2-year-old didn't want to go on a walk anymore, didn't want to go to the park. And she was just like saying that it's crazy how much life can change.
Yeah.
And that something that used to be so easy, that she used to go on these walks in the same park, she can't do it anymore. It's more difficult. And I thought, wow.
Because you can't put kids in cages.
I just want to use this moment to say that I do not believe in putting kids in cages. I just want to make that clear, okay? Guys, you already
You
know
can put your
Kandie
dog in a
Jo.
cage, but you can't put a child in a cage, apparently. So where can you put the child, innit? You gotta put him somewhere.
You got to hold them.
On the walk. That's not valuable time. You know, like Harry Potter, where they locked them under the cupboard. I just turned the key. I say, you live. You want to live.
Guys, I just want to say and make it really clear.
But I'm kidding. Just kidding.
Banter! Dum-dum-dum-dum.
When you say the worst thing ever, you can just kidding.
Just kidding. But yeah, man, that's what I was thinking about. So yeah, man, we love the walks, man. So yeah,
that's why I love, like, when I go to the gym, I think, so people hate the gym, but I just think it's the one time you just get to be alone and do what you want to do. You don't have to text anyone back. You don't have to, like, share your emotions. You can just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
So it's so easy to, like, continuously work out because it's just selfish time.
Yeah.
I love selfish time.
I love selfish time.
I mean, just abandon that cat. Yeah.
I can abandon my plants.
Are they alive?
They are.
What do you call it? Nola?
Nova.
Is Nova still there?
Nova is still alive and she is
Is she
thriving.
growing? Did you repot her?
I did.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
I'm
And I've
proud
got
of you.
another plant.
Really?
But I want to get a dog, which is that's my next
Rita's
step.
gonna get a dog.
Yeah, that every day I wake up and I'm like, I need a dog. Now that I do the walks as well, I'm like, I need a dog.
Yeah, do you know how skinny? Well, you don't want to be skinny, but you'd be so skinny with a dog.
Yeah.
But what kind of dogs do you want to get?
I want to get a Cavapoo.
Yeah, Cavapoo.
Yeah, it's so cute.
They're
and like a
tiny,
teddy
right?
bear,
They don't grow too big. But the
Yeah.
thing about dogs is they really stink. So you're gonna have to wash it all the time.
Yeah, but cats stink.
Not like dogs.
You think?
Yeah, because I've had dog.
Really, and they stink bad.
Yeah. Like, I really like the dog, but don't kiss me and don't lay in my bed.
Yeah.
Like, Kiko can lay in my bed because I wash her.
Yeah.
But it ain't that bad. Like, sometimes I smell her breath and I think, God, don't kiss me with this.
Don't kiss me with this.
It's like,
Don't kiss me with this.
Like, where'd you get this mouth from?
Yeah.
But dogs,
They smell bad.
yeah. Especially in the rain. But they're cute. You know? Just wash yours all the time.
I'm going to have to wash mine all the time.
Yeah.
Really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that is your complaint of the day.
Yeah.
That was my complaint of the day.
Yeah.
Now we're moving on to the
Just
word
tell
of the day.
Wahis that it's my group. This is Katie's world, not yours.
Well, he listens to the podcast, so he's going to hear you
It's
talk.
Katie's world.
Then come up with a challenge. Like, you can't be calling yourself the leader and you haven't come up with a challenge.
That's called branding, you know.
No, you have to come up with a challenge. Look, we're in the
I
second
gave you
day.
guys a challenge and you didn't want to do it. You
It's
said
not
it
a
was
good
too
challenge.
easy.
It was way too easy.
Because I feel like fainting every day because I'm not eating, so I can't really do that.
Yeah,
I can't run and not eat.
Yeah, the
Do you know what I
challenge that
mean?
you have to run. I think I didn't run into the challenge is good. Or learning how to play tennis.
I think we can do the tennis one.
I think the tennis
Like,
one's
I'm
fun.
on that. That's more active. Do you
Yeah,
know
I
what
think that's
mean?
quite active. Then at the
Yeah, I think
end
we
of
do
6
tennis.
weeks, we do a match.
Yeah, I like that idea. I don't really want to do running. I don't have no interest in it. Though.
Yeah. I put it in a group, but I got aired. So
Yeah, there was airing us, guys.
They were
Nobody
airing us
cared.
bare. Like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
that's why we're the duo.
Yeah.
You know?
They're just airing us, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Anyways, man. Also, you know, I like to teach the people English.
Yeah.
Yeah. A great thing happened last week. Yeah. Someone actually DM'd me a word. Yeah, I'm going to read her DM. And I was like, do you know what? This really makes me feel like I'm getting in with the community. Do you know what I mean? That she DM'd me and she was like, Rita, I think you're going to love this word. And I said, you know what? I do. Where's the DM? Oh
You
my God.
screenshot it.
Okay. Her name is called, and in case you're listening, Caitlin. Gorgeous babe. So Caitlin DM'd me and she was like, found the next word of the week. Oxford certified. And you can be one of the first to report it.
Yeah.
Guys, a new word.
Did you Google this word first?
Yeah, I did. It was on BBC News as well.
Really?
Yeah. A new word, guys, has been added to the dictionary. And it's actually rare. New words don't get added. I complain about this a lot. It's been a long
but they
time.
are if they're like trendy. Like, I'm
No.
sure yeet is in the dictionary.
What word?
You know, yeet.
Yeet. What's that?
Yeah. That's what the kids say.
I've never heard that word before.
You never heard yeet?
Yeet. No.
Anyway, derailing.
Okay. But yeah, there's a new word of the day. And it's been added to the dictionary of recent. And the origins is actually from the Philippines, I believe. But it's still been added into the British, Oxford, whatever.
Why was it
dictionary.
added? Is it popular?
I don't know why it was added. It's just random. This video was just basically saying that we've got a new word that's been added, and it was on BBC News. I was like, you know what?
Fairs.
Fairs.
Do you know what I mean? Who
Yeah.
came up with the word?
It's just originated from the Philippines.
Oh, you don't even get to copyright a word?
Yeah. So, the word of the day today, the new word that has been added to the Oxford English Dictionary, and I don't know if I'm going to say it right, but we'll try.
Let me read it.
Jigil.
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 What does jigil mean?
It means jigil is part of a list of untranslatable words.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Wait, this is the wrong definition. Wait a second.
Gibberish.
No.
She said, this is a new made-up word. Ain't got no meaning.
Okay, guys, I want to play it, but there's actually no sound for it.
Because it ain't real.
It is real. I'm looking at it right now.
Let me read it.
Dictionary.com.
Oh, it sounds right. Jigil.
Jigil.
Yeah.
Jigil, right?
Gigil.
Yeah. And basically it says, jigil is a word used to describe the overwhelming feeling that comes over us when we see something cute.
This is not a good word, man.
So when
They're
you see
just
your
adding
cat,
stuff.
it's like, oh, I
She
feel...
gives me jigil.
I just feel so
Why can't you say
jigil.
joie de vie? That's what you asked me for
Oh,
that
yeah.
day.
Joie
Joie de vie.
de vie. Yeah, I just feel so jigil.
Or is
You
it
know?
joie de vivre?
Jigil. I don't know if I like the word, actually.
I don't like the word. It
Jigil.
sounds like gerbil.
No, it doesn't.
Kind of gives me that vibe. Jigil.
Jigil. It's taken
Jigil.
from the new word in the dictionary for overwhelming cuteness. That's what it means.
But would you really use that in a sentence? I thought we were supposed to learn useful words.
Jigil. I think I
mean,
would.
sorry, Caitlin, great job.
I think I could use it.
Let's use
Like
it.
I'm just filled with
Your
so
hair
much.
is so jigil.
I don't know if that's the right.
Your hair makes me feel so jigil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your cat is so. Oh, every time I see Kiko, I feel so jigil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it can land.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Thank you, Caitlin. And
Let us
guys,
know when you use that in
when you use it in a sentence. Let us know.
Name one of the other words you've learned so far. What words did you learn when I was here? See, because we're supposed to learn and use the word after. She had never used the word.
I have used the words. I have used the
Your
word.
vocabulary has
No,
not.
it has. There's one that
What
I
was the
love.
word last week?
The word last week was
Without looking on your phone.
last week.
Off the top of your head.
The word hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge.
Yeah.
What does a hodgepodge mean?
Hodgepodge means
What you guys need to do.
hodgepodge means a messy mixture of things. So like your house right now is a
definitely
hodgepodge.
hodgepodge.
It's a mixture of different things.
Okay, I kind of believe you because the word sounds like what it means.
Yeah, hodgepodge. That's what
Hodgepodge.
it means. Yeah.
When whoever's here next, test her because she's telling you what as she
There's
remembers.
a word that I really love. I need to find it. There was a great word that I was like, this is a great word. And it sounds French. But I can't remember who I gave that word to.
I don't think I have a favorite word. I think you used to. When you read a lot, you have like a vast amount of words. But now I'll stop reading for a little bit.
So it's not.
Because I was reading Children of Blood and Bone and it's so boring.
Is it boring?
Yeah, they lied. But the casting's great, so visually it would be great.
Yeah.
Like I'm on like 77% on the Kindle. Still boring.
So boring.
Kindle, give me an ad.
You're like, hashtag ad. Okay, no, I can't find the other word that I liked, but
Jigil?
Jigil. That's my word of the day today, guys. Also, you know I've got this playlist.
Yeah.
I've got another chance. I've got a playlist, guys. If you're listening for the first time, I have a playlist. It's called Oyinbo Music.
But
that
do they
makes you
have to
feel
be?
alive.
Is Bruno Mars Oyinbo?
Does he look Oyinbo to you?
No.
And you're listening for the first time, Oyinbo means white. So it's white people music that makes you
What
feel
about?
alive.
It's like rain on your window pane. It's a free ride.
I like that song, actually.
When you're already paid. Yeah, I don't know that song. Can you add that?
Who sang that again?
I think it's like Enya or something.
Is that a white person?
Yeah. On your window pane, it's a free ride when you're already paid. Yeah, when we figure out who wrote that song,
I think that song's a good song.
that's a good song.
I think that's a good song.
Or what about, have you ever watched Charmed?
Yeah.
I am the sun, I am the... you don't like intros to shows are really good songs.
But the thing about that song is that, you know, I actually started singing it, yeah? It's like I kind of felt witchcraft coming up on
Yeah,
me.
same. That's why I like it. It invokes...
Yeah, it's
Jabba
like,
jabba.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
giving juju. I don't like that.
But do you think witchcraft is real?
Yeah.
No, it isn't, because every time I do the charmed ritual, I never got powers and I was so upset.
Yeah, I don't think those ones are real. But I
Yeah.
think there are some
What, like
real-
African one?
No, I actually think there's some white people that are...
Yeah, I think they are, but it's like, but you
they-
can't move objects. What's the point?
Yeah.
Cursing people is so boring. Like,
Yeah,
be more
can't-
creative with it.
Yeah,
Stop
yeah.
doing love spells. Do you know what I mean?
Why is it
Every
always
time
a
you want it, it's a
love
love
spell?
spell. Do something else, man.
Make
At
me
least
rich.
money ritual, because Rema,
No, but the
whatever money ritual he did, you need to tell me about it. He's from the same tribe as me. In Nigeria, the number one witch people is Benin people. So Rema being successful don't make sense. It has to be Juju. Tell me which one. Because my mom's going to Babajulu every day. Nothing happening. Oh, did you? Rema, link me to your judge guy. Like,
Okay. Thing is, yeah, they do money rituals in Nigeria.
Yeah. But you have to do someone else to get
it. ends badly.
When you're broke? How long do you have the money for?
Exactly. So there's this thing that they do where they will count the chickens. And the amount of chickens that come out or something.
Or is the years that you'll be wealthy?
It's the years that you'll be wealthy. And after that, you're done.
Yeah, but I live for a little bit, innit?
Yeah, but what if it's 1 year?
Okay. How much do I get 1 year? 1 million?
If you get 1 million 1 year, then you're done.
I'll die after.
1 year. No, 1 year's crazy.
I'm all too sexy. Too sexy. 1 year. It won't be 1 year though. It's got to be more than one chicken. Come on, man.
Nah, sometimes it's
Jay Haas, how many years did he get before his judge wasted? Because he was really... the minute he told us we did judge, he did judge.
Yeah, every time he keeps saying he's going to drop a new song, but where's the new song?
It's flopping. No, it flopped. Yeah, because he should... maybe in his judge you weren't supposed to tell people, because the minute he told people his career went...
Yeah, I feel like if I would never do judge.
Yeah, but if I did it, I ain't gonna tell no one.
I'm not telling no one.
Why
would I tell anyone?
Like,
I want people to think it's me.
Yeah.
I think I'm too, like, my ego.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it to someone else.
Give it to false prophets. Come on, man.
Do you know what I mean? Only to the Lord.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we thank God, Jehovah. Talking about Jehovah. Kandie's been reading the Bible.
I will lift up your voice and pray. But he keeps saying I sing it wrong. What is the word?
That is the word. Jehovah, I will lift up your voice in praise, for I know, I know you are always there for me, Almighty God, Almighty God.
I wish we had the drum.
You're my all, you are my all in all, no matter what I face, no matter what I face. Okay.
Jehovah.
Okay, focus.
That song is so good that I wish it couldn't you add that to the playlist?
Adding it to the playlist. Guys, Kandie has been reading the Bible and it's been really, really fascinating. She has discovered the Bible of recent in the last 2 weeks.
I decided to do Lent even though I'm not Catholic. So.
Yeah, so for Lent, she decided that she's not going to complain anymore and she's not going to be mean.
Yeah, but Ramadan is over now, so they're complaining and mean stuff. Huh?
Yeah, but you failed in Brazil because you complained.
I didn't complain. On the hike. That was a justifiable complaint spot though. Like, I feel like outside of that, I didn't complain that bad.
No, we did complain, but I can't say what we complained about on camera.
I don't remember.
But there were some things that we complained about.
I completely forgot about the non-complaining stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And the being mean, that take everything out of me. So hard to not be mean.
Not to be mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're reading the Bible. What's been your favourite chapter so far?
Sodom and Gomorrah. I love Sodom and Gomorrah.
Would you like to tell us why?
So many things happened there. The Moses part, a bit boring. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I get it though. I actually understand why the Israelites, we spoke about this.
Yeah, we get why they complain because it's
come on, man. You were eating chicken and fish.
It's like if you were clapping for, you're living secular, you're clapping, and then you don't get it in. It's like, okay, but...
Clapping. Oh.
Cheeks, yeah.
Oh, clapping, okay.
Yeah,
clapping
and then
cheeks.
you start being hyper religious and you don't
you're
get it in. Yeah, you're celibate. I would probably be complaining the whole time, guys, I'm raging.
Do you know
what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do, when am I going to get married?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's why people get married real fast
really quickly, which I'm really against.
What, bro? This girl on
really
TikTok said she met this guy at a wedding, and they've been seeing each other for a month or 2 months, and now he's moving from Australia to London. And someone was like, why won't this happen to me? And I literally wrote, bro, you don't want that. And she was like, why? And I was like, yeah, he's insane. Do you not have a life?
Yeah.
Imagine just moving from here.
Yeah.
With all your family, your life, your work.
Yeah,
why would you do that?
That's scary. It's given you did a crime in your country.
Yeah, and you've got to escape.
Yeah,
or you plan on beating that woman up in another country. Do you know what I mean? With no repercussions do you know what I mean?
That's very scary.
People who get in relationships really fast or get engaged really red flags.
Too much. Yeah, I think it's red flag. And honestly, I cannot believe, obviously I grew up in church and I just find it so outrageous in hindsight that they will say to us, if you want to have sex, just get married.
You need to get married. I didn't know you could say sex on this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, Gibson.
Yeah. If you just have to get married. I'm like, marriage is for life.
And a lot of them get married at 19, get divorced at 21.
Yeah, because why? Because all they wanted to do was just get on. Yeah, but it's not a good reason to get married, guys. Yeah, just do the do.
All the youth pastors and they're 22 find someone 17. Have you not seen that? It's also on TikTok. Love that app. this Korean guy, he was like 26. He met her when she was 19. They've had 5 kids.
Oh,
he
yeah,
doesn't
they kept
work.
counting down. Yeah. It's
Like,
not
she's
good.
8 in life.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, but he got her when her brain was tiny, innit?
Yeah, and that's
like,
the thing. It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah, I'm totally against that, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you're feeling tempted to do the do, like, just do the do, man.
Choose
Don't get
condoms
married.
and do it. Yeah,
Don't get married because
it's 2025.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean? A little bit of clotting, you're not gonna go hell.
Okay, well,
You're already wearing mixed fiber clothes. It's a bit long for you. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of rules. 603. You gonna follow them all? No. If you look at someone else in the Bible, in the Old Testament, and they're not your partner, that's a sin.
yeah, her mind is really fresh with the rules, guys. That's why I'm not saying much
Because it's like, guys, it's not, I can't follow these rules.
But
I'm
I
just
can't.
one person.
Also, I cannot tell you to just. I feel bad to say to people, you know, to get on. Do you know what I
But you
mean?
ain't gonna go hell. It's not that deep.
No, but we can't say to people they're not going to go hell because the Bible says you shouldn't have sex before marriage.
He also says you shouldn't have tattoos, and they try to convince me that you're supposed to have tattoos. In the Old Testament, it says no tattoos, babes. I remember it freshly.
I fear we need to move on.
Oh, sorry. I'm just saying, do what you want. Live with a pure heart, and God will judge your heart. Try and follow the rules as much as you can, but realistically, you'll never be perfect. Come on, man. Clartin is one of the best sins, you know. Pick your favorite sin and dabble in it, you know.
Rita B does not support this message. Rita B does not support this message.
Sinners.
No.
Sinners.
No. Oh my God. I forgot.
love it.
I forgot what it was like having you on the show.
You're not saying?
You're very chaotic.
I'm just saying, like,
Like, I don't support this message. We can't encourage people to sin.
well,
That's not-
everybody's gonna sin
it's
now.
not- have you ever had a moment, when you realize that you're judgmental, but like what's that saying when they're like, don't judge someone because you've got something in your eye?
Yeah.
Basically that saying, yeah.
Thou without sin shall cast the first stone.
Yeah. And I didn't think I was a judgmental person, right?
Yeah.
But then today, I got in the lift, to come to the office, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
But then the lift, like, as I was about to close, someone else rushes in,
Yeah.
to get in the lift. And I'm like, why are you getting the lift? Get the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Only for them to be going to the 1st floor. And I just found myself really annoyed.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why do you need a lift to go to the
down
1st floor?
one. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You should take the stairs.
Yeah.
But then I thought to myself, that's a bit audacious. I'm also in a lift.
No.
It's going to the 2nd floor.
No.
But
the
I just
second
thought-
makes logical sense.
Right? But the
you
first
can
floor-
walk up one stair. And also, when it comes to your personal space, why are you there?
Why are you
Sometimes, remember when we had COVID and people believed, bring that back.
Bring
Because
that
why are you standing
back.
in the shop, you're standing next to me, in the lift,
Why?
can't
Like-
someone live their life privately?
Like, please.
God, what happened to space?
There's no space. I can't
don't
even
need the
get in a
lift.
lift by myself.
You know
you
what I
don't need the
mean?
lift. That could have been a nice private time for
You
me.
know, whether on the fart in there or something, like, can't even fart.
Can't even
you
fart.
should have farted, so they got out.
Yeah, I can't fart on cue though. Can you fart on cue?
No.
Yeah, I wish I could.
wish.
I can't though. Oh my God, I didn't pay for parking.
Oh, it's long. Do they charge you here?
Yes.
Let me talk about hay fever while Rita pauses. I was born in Nigeria and I ain't white. Why would I have hay fever? Hay fever is a Western ailment. You know.
Why does it come to you?
Why would it in Nigeria should be? Have you ever heard of anyone in Nigeria having hay fever?
No, actually.
Because it's like, guys, what are they putting in the plants here? I feel like a conspiracy theorist, and I hate conspiracy theorists. I hate them all. They're all Neanderthals. I have a complaint of the day: the American education system. Everyone there is so stupid. Anti-vaxxers, stupid. And the thing that annoys me about anti-vaxxers is, if you think anti-vax, stop reading articles and go to school. Go and study science and see if vaccination is good or bad. Why are you reading articles from made-up people? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll be like, I can quote this article source. Go and study it. The site you're showing me is not a real site. Please. What my sister sent me link, I think, what kind of...
It's like it was all some fake site, like.
And it's the guys that will go to jail. Like, do you know some people... the guy who said the Sandy Hook thing isn't real. Do you know that guy?
No.
He's like, I think his name's like Ted something, and they had to charge him like 600,000 or something ridiculous because he keeps saying false things. So the victims of Sandy Hook sued him. She'll be going to that guy's site as credible source and telling me anti-immigration, anti-vax, the vaccination is getting off. Shut up.
Do you feel better now that you got that in your system?
I just don't like Americans. No, I like some of you. You know what are we?
British.
No, we're liberals.
Yeah, we're liberals. Yeah.
Not the Republicans. I hate the Republicans. So that's it.
Yeah, I feel
F the
like
Republicans.
we're gonna have to take out that vaccine stuff.
Why?
I fear it might be too political.
It's not a political podcast.
This is not a political podcast.
God has put me.
This podcast is not political.
Oh, okay, guys, we're taking that out too. Guys,
We're gonna have to.
what if that was my real complaint?
We'll
It is
have to
one of my
cut it out.
complaints, so.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut that out.
Okay, we're cutting out. Let's start again. So many. They're here policing freedom of speech. This is not a freedom of speech platform.
Guys, I just want to know that,
yourself.
like, you're gonna hear this and just know that we've had to cut out some bits of this podcast because Kandie decided that she thinks that this is LBC. This is not LBC. This is Faking Adulthood. What is Faking Adulthood? Faking Adulthood is a comedic podcast, yeah? People listen to this on a Monday to laugh, yeah? To have a good time. Kandie...
Ain't nothing fun in this political climate. Let's talk about
Kandie,
politics.
because Kandie's wearing her blazer, yeah? The spirit of politician.
Breaking news on BBC.
Quang,
quang, quang.
Breaking news.
On BBC tonight, we are discussing the economic climate.
We are not, okay?
Okay.
We are not. We're just
What's
not gonna
next
talk
on the
about-
topic list?
Do you know what? I didn't really make a proper thing.
So what the hell are we going to talk about, girl?
Because I thought, do you know what?
Oh, the Brazil debrief. We haven't talked about Brazil
So
yet.
that's what I was going to move on to. Because
Yeah.
I thought we've already got stuff to gist about.
Yeah,
Do you know
so
what I
let's
mean?
talk about the
Let's
hike.
let's talk about Brazil. So I don't know if you guys know, but we went to Brazil for Dami's birthday, okay? And it was lovely. Like, I can't believe.
Yeah,
it
we
was
had a
like,
great time.
It was 16 of us, which is
Yeah, which is
insane.
insane,
And
yeah.
there wasn't any, like, major fights.
Yeah, there was like no fights,
Which is
basically.
actually crazy
Yeah.
for 16
For me
people.
being on a trip and there not being
And
major
yeah,
fights
but
was
her
like a
man
miracle.
was there. Her man was there. We have to make a point of this, okay? And this is what I love about certain
But I did
couples.
say if you let him come, I feel like I won't argue with people.
Yeah, yeah. What I've noticed, because what you guys don't know about Kandie, yeah, is that Kandie is a little bit of a, you know, what's the word? A little bit of a hothead sometimes.
I am so hot-headed. It's really bad.
Yeah. So Kandie can go from just to don't talk to me like that.
Yeah, to rage.
So obviously, Kandie's a little bit of a hothead, and she wanted her boyfriend to come on a trip because Kandie's boyfriend is a cool head. So it's
Yeah.
the perfect combination because whenever he's around, Kandie doesn't get as irritated.
Yeah. I
as
let it
quickly.
go.
She lets it go. She's
You have
very
to
like,
pick your battles.
yeah, she's like, oh, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, da da da. So he was on a trip and that was great. And
Yeah.
I was their sister wife, which was even greater.
Yeah.
So what that meant is that whenever like he would be getting food for Kandie, it would be like, what does Rita want to eat as well?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Who's
mean?
taking
And
care of her?
that is the key, guys. When you go on holiday, right, and there's couples there, make sure you attach yourself to a couple.
Yeah.
Because when we went
and
to
you got to
Ghana,
pick a useful couple.
a useful couple, because basically when I went to Ghana last
Martin
year,
won't get you nothing. Bro.
right, exactly. But when I went to Ghana last year, I was with Dami and Indy. And I attached myself to that couple. So every time Dami wanted to feed Indy, because I was there, he'll be like, Rita, what do you want to eat? And I'll be right there. So as Indy is eating, Rita
You
is
eating.
eating. Indy is eating, Rita.
You
And now on this
eating.
trip, as Kandie was eating, Rita was eating. Kandie was eating, Rita, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. But remember not to say my boyfriend's name on this podcast.
I didn't say his name. That's
I
it.
know you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't say his name.
Because it'll kill you.
Inconspicuous.
Yeah.
It's a good word. You didn't expect me to say that word, didn't it?
I don't know if you said it right.
I did. Inconspicuous.
Yeah. I'm
It's a
going
good-
with it.
It's a great word.
Yeah.
And I did say it right. But yeah, Brazil. Anyways, we went to Brazil. Fantastic, right? And then you can imagine who it was that decided that we should go on a hike.
On a hike.
We're not going to say any names. We're not going to say any names. Uche Notori.
Yeah.
Uche Notori.
Mind you, she wanted to go on the hike originally at 3 a.m.
3
And I
a.m.
said, you'll never see me at 3 a.m. The walkway, book to my death. No, thank you.
What's
Stupid.
crazy? What's crazy is that they actually went.
Yeah, they went without us.
We were sleeping.
Yeah, we were living like.
We were sleeping.
We
They
woke up
actually went.
fresh.
They attempted to go for the hike at 3
Yeah,
a.m.
obviously it was dangerous and closed. Like
Duh,
Brazil would not let you walk, you die.
You would die.
You know, the hike is not good. There's no railings.
Yeah.
You know?
Guys, let's talk about this hike. Okay.
It was pitched to us as a group activity.
It was, yeah.
Little did we know
It wasn't a group
that
activity.
G.I. Joe and G.I. Jane,
Walking fast, walking
their
fast,
walking
fast,
pace, we
walking fast.
said, God.
They did the hike in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It took us 2 hours. now.
It took 2 hours, and that's the average pace.
Yeah.
2 hours and a half is good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's healthy. Even we would have been faster, but we were lost.
Yeah, we got
9
lost.
abs and damn, we
got-
didn't know where we are.
we got
and we
lost.
also took breaks to get our breath, and we made TikToks. We had like a vibe.
Yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean? We could
Yeah.
have been faster 2 hours maybe, but we
But
weren't.
yeah, an hour and a half was never going to happen.
G.I. Jane and G.I. Joe have done Jehovah.
Just gone
Yeah.
ahead. That hike, guys, it nearly broke us, actually.
Yeah.
As a group, actually.
As
I
a
think
group.
if anything was going to happen on that trip,
it was that hike.
It was that hike. That
Because
was,
they had already
that was
started
a
on
breaking
crack
point.
when they said 3 a.m. We should have known then that they weren't living in the same reality as us. Do you know what I mean? Why would you be hiking? Is it that deep?
It's never that deep.
Do you know
to
what I
hike
mean?
At 3 a.m.
Like at 3 a.m.
It
like,
was so...
we've never hiked before.
Bro, it was so hard.
It was treacherous.
It was hot. We were dripping of sweat.
We only brought one bottle of
One
water,
bottle of water.
which I didn't know was one because I drank half of it.
Like,
I thought, God.
Candy was drinking this water. And we were like, where's the other bottle? She was like, this is the only bottle. We were like...
No, my boyfriend was like, this is the only bottle. We said, huh?
What do you mean?
Then we started rationing that bottle of water.
We had like this much.
Yeah,
left
we
of
couldn't even
water.
have...
And we had little sips, and I had like these electrolytes. I had
Yeah,
like a
put it
little
in there.
sip. We thought we were gonna die. There was so many times we wanted to give up, and it got to a point where like we couldn't give up.
Yeah,
because
we
couldn't
already-
go back down.
We saw light.
Yeah,
Yeah, then
and
we said,
had
oh,
to
we've
keep
got to
going.
be... Yeah.
Had to keep going. It was so hard. Like,
Then we got to the top.
we got to the top, and basically the hike was to go and see the Christ the Redeemer.
Christ the Redeemer, which is a false idol, but
False
okay.
idol, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Whatever,
Please
white
tell-
Jesus.
Whatever. But please tell me why we get there and it's cloudy.
It's misty.
It's misty. Oh my God, but to get there, before we got there, remember the animals?
Oh yeah, the monkeys tried to eat us.
monkeys!
And the badger thing.
And the badgers!
It was quite cool though.
We
but
were like, what is going on?
we were
I
like,
was
what
scared.
kind of... Yeah, we were scared.
I was
Like,
scared.
but when we got to the top, we spoke to a lady. We said, oh, so where's the statue?
Where's the
She said,
statue?
oh, you can't see it. We
said,
said,
what? 2.5
but we were
hours?
2.5 hours. I said to her, how did you get up here? She said, I got the train. I said, because your brain is active.
We should have got the train.
But she said, try, go to the top. And
got
as
there.
we got to the top, God said, you are my chosen one. And the sky parted. Thank you.
It parted and we saw it, and it was
And we saw even 1
amazing.
second, we saw it.
We
God, please shall
saw
go
it, it
video.
opened up, and
Yeah.
Candy was like, oh my God, inshallah.
Yeah, I said, this, my God is a living God, inshallah, which means God willing, innit? You know, Arabic.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it was so good. But the thing is, yeah,
But the treacherous too, nothing for them to see.
honestly, yeah. But what was actually crazy was that even though the hike was hard, we had so much fun.
Yeah, we actually had a great time.
We had.
not
So, I
taking
feel
it
like that was like
seriously.
my favorite.
Yeah,
day.
part. Yeah, mine is. I really like the boat, and I loved games
The
night.
boat, the game, like
Yeah.
guys, this trip was just
Was
so
so
good.
good.
It was so good. It was just like, even though it was only 5 days.
Yeah, I feel like it was after day 3. I said, well, that good enough.
Yeah, so if you notice, yeah, you don't see if you like watched
Yeah,
our
you start-
content,
yeah, I
you
start
wouldn't see
disappearing.
Candy in the nighttime content.
Because I went to the club once, nobody sexy, the alcohol tastes like fuel. I said, this can't be the club. Do you look at the type of woman I am? Do I look like I'm going to be in this club? I let my boyfriend go by himself. I don't want to be in this kind of aura. You know, it's not for me.
But then I actually went out
But you went to
every
that black
night.
people one. It looked great.
Yeah, the black people, I think it's called Black Rio.
Yeah, I would have gone to that.
That
If they
was
take me to Black Rio
fun.
night 1, fair.
That was so
Where did we
much
go
fun.
that was terrible?
It was at some random, like, small...
It was terrible. The
Yeah.
drinks was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, but we had a little friend. My friend, the 12-year-old, the boy who sold drinks and chewing gum. We kept seeing him. I
Oh, I
gave
didn't
him
see
money.
him. I didn't
The
see
only time I gave any charity was to that little boy.
Yeah.
Because I said to him, if I give you money, you go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was 2 a.m. He was selling drinks at the
that
side.
was really sad, actually, seeing
Yeah,
like,
they
the
got the
kids
kids
working
working
at like 2
young.
a.m.
There's no
2 a.m.,
child
3
labour
a.m.
laws in Brazil.
There's
yeah.
no child labor, yeah.
But I gave him money.
Candy did a video talking about how in Brazil there's no one sexy.
Yeah.
But what we discovered is that actually
Oh,
they
they
don't come
are.
out during the week. Because on the
What was
weekend,
that? Is that the day we were out and went to the beach?
on the weekend, we were seeing some good looking
Yeah, we
people.
started seeing people. We
We
said,
were like,
hold on a minute.
where did you come from?
The older days, we didn't see any of you. Now we're seeing,
Yeah, I was
sexy
like,
guys.
yeah, they were sexy and sexy
at
women
that
as
beach.
well.
Yeah,
they came
But
a bit later.
unfortunately, since everyone night owl, you know, they sleep throughout the day.
Yes.
And in the night, they
Well, I
rise.
didn't. I was active.
Yeah, you were active.
I was
He's
active. Yeah.
The rest of them is like
Yeah,
vampires.
sleeping during the day, then
Yeah.
out at night.
And
So
out
you
at
can
night.
tell by the content, like who you see during the day
Yeah.
and then who you see at night time. Yeah, but I was active both.
Oh, nighttime.
Yeah, I had the energy. Like, I was so surprised at the younger ones having hangovers. I didn't have a hangover once.
Did you not? Yeah,
No.
you was fine. But
No
you was having, was
hangover.
you having hydroelectrolytes?
No, I didn't actually.
Really?
But before I sleep, I drink
You
I
drink
drink
bare water.
loads of water.
Exactly.
It's right by my bed.
Yeah.
Before I go out.
And I take paracetamol.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's no way I'm gonna. If you go to sleep
With that alcohol in your system,
without
it's
water,
long for you, bro.
you
It's
are
long.
cooked. You're
Yeah,
finished, and
it's
that's the
over.
mistake a lot of people make.
Yeah.
And what you need to do is before you leave, you actually pour the water next to your bed, like have it there, so immediately when you get back, it's already waiting for you.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be too drunk to try and figure it out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the last thing you want to do is look for water.
Look for water, yeah. All
Right
they was
there?
doing was getting drunk and eating KFC.
Oh,
Long for them.
They were eating KFC in Brazil.
Yeah.
We were having Brazilian food.
Yeah, we was eating good.
We were eating so good.
We were eating real good.
Oh my God,
actually.
they season their food.
I found the
really
beans
well.
though.
Okay, yeah, we need to
Old
get
El
the beans.
Paso have them.
Okay, we need to get it. The beans, guys, in Brazil is so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Rice and beans and chicken and veggies.
Oh, and the veggies were seasoned.
Yeah, that was the last time I ate rice. I ain't rice since.
Yeah, Kandie's no longer eating.
My stomach is currently in itself, so.
Yeah.
Caloric deficit. But guys, I will also say I don't like skinny talk. I don't like them. It's like people don't remember having eating disorders when they were teens because that's what skinny talk is going to give you.
Yeah.
If you listen, you hear that stomach grumble?
Yeah.
If you listen to skinny talk, you will have anorexia.
Yeah.
And you will have eating disorder. You can eat food in moderation and it's fine.
Yeah.
You can have treats because you're a human and you only live once.
Yes.
Why are you comparing yourself to a dog? And my cat and dog get treat every day. So why can't you have treat?
What do you mean by comparing yourself to?
Because they'll be like, you can't have a treat, you're not a dog. That's what they say on there. And people lap it up and they're like, I haven't eaten. I'm like, bro, just eat. Like,
eat, guys.
What if you die tomorrow?
Yeah,
like, just eat. Do you know what I mean? It's not that deep.
It's not that deep, guys. Please, guys, eat,
Yeah,
man.
eat.
It's
Like-
actually not worth it. And you know what's so crazy to me about that is that have we forgotten all the work that's been done to stop
rectify,
that, to rectify
But
that?
who's that black lady? What's her name?
I don't know what her name is, but there's
Ban
this black
her.
lady on TikTok. She is
Yeah,
so bad.
and she ain't even that thin.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, why are you chatting to me, man? I don't want to look like
It's
you.
so bad.
No,
she'll be like, you're eating food. Okay, yeah, you're a big back. Okay, you're saying that you're gonna be skinny by summer. You're not. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna be skinny by summer.
It's like negging. Why you guys? And then people give her money to insult them.
like,
why?
Why do we do that, guys?
Like,
Not
just get a
we, 'cause I
normal
would never do that.
nutritionist.
Yeah, I would never.
I would never.
do that.
I'm not gonna pay someone to insult me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't care.
Yeah, one thing I will say when it comes to fitness, guys, is that you just have to keep the word to yourself.
Yeah.
Because you know when I was on my little walk today, I was just thinking to myself, do you know what? My body isn't exactly where I want it to be, but it's different from where it was in January. And that's because I actually rooted for myself. And like you guys said, do the challenge. And I could have been like, no, guys, I can't be bothered. It's long. Why don't I want to do it? But I challenged myself and I allowed myself to do it. And I truly saw a difference in my
exactly.
body. And it's like, guys, we just have to lock into what works
Yeah, what
for
works
us.
for you, your
'Cause the
energy
guys were
levels, your body.
Exactly, because you guys are doing 20,000. For me, 20,000 wasn't working for me.
Yeah.
So I was doing 10. But with that 10, I was doing it every day.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's not a adhesive group because it's about consistency. It's not about burning yourself out in a short period of time. It's about the long haul thing. If I'm doing 7 days and you did 1 month, who's the real champion?
The thing is, see all this yapping you're doing about his, He
Yeah,
is
she'll
going,
watch it and fight me.
he's going to come for you.
Yeah, because you keep saying it's your group. It's not your group. Let's see your streak. We ain't on the same streak, baby.
The issue is about my friendship
Let's see your
group,
perfect
guys.
March badge from Apple.
My friendship group are insane. You're too competitive. You lot are
But
too
I'm not
competitive.
competing with him. I'm just
You're
when
too
I'm on
competitive.
my day 90 streak and you're on day 1, don't chat
You're
to me.
fueled by competition. That's
No,
what
I'm fueled by a deep hatred of what I currently look like.
You can't say that.
Why?
You can't be fueled. You have to love yourself.
No, that don't work for losing weight.
Yeah, you have to love yourself.
Hatred fuels weight loss. I'm sorry to tell you. I can't love myself into being skinny. So, thank you. When I look in the mirror and it said disgusting, yeah, I didn't eat that day. Then the scale moved down.
Rita B does not support this message.
No, you shouldn't do it.
Okay.
You love yourself into whatever you
Okay,
want.
right.
Personally,
This is for Kandie Jo.
Yeah.
For her talking at herself and being like,
yeah.
works for her.
Does
not
it look
other,
good?
Not other people
Yeah.
talking at her.
Yeah,
'Cause
not of it, because I don't care what anyone else thinks.
It's
If
what
I look
she
in the
says
mirror
to
and I
herself.
don't like it, I'm going to work on it. I'm currently starving, but I don't advocate being starving. Eat some food, you know. I'll
we've
eat
got
after,
food after, yeah,
but I'm
we'll get
making
food
healthy
after.
choices.
Yeah.
You can't have a whole bagel, baby. You got to taste it. You know, have bagel.
Rita B does not support this message. Rita B.
The way my stomach is grumbling right
I don't support this
so
message.
good. I'm here. grrr.
Guys, if you're listening to this podcast, thank you for still listening. Obviously, we know we have Kandie Jo and we know it's always a bit chaotic. You know, some things will be cut out.
I should always cutting out stuff. God, someone can't rant. You know, black people.
You know, black people. But no, Brazil was great. And yeah, we just had a blast.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it was just such great vibes.
Wolves was the best game. Rita was not locked in.
Yeah.
But that's what's good about Rita.
Yeah, Wolves. Some people call it Wolves.
Or Mafia.
No,
Yeah, it's also called Mafia.
Yeah, it's that alarm, man. Mafia and werewolves, right?
Yeah, but it's either called werewolves or mafias.
Or it's called Villagers and Mafia.
Or Villagers and Mafia.
Yeah,
but
I
we
love that
called it
game,
wolves.
but I wasn't locked in.
Yeah,
But the thing
which
about-
is good. Rita's never locked in, so it's so easy to know. When they voted her out, I thought, what are you on about? She's not even bloody here.
Yeah. One
Her
thing
brain
about-
is somewhere else.
Look, the thing is, when I think about games nights, I'm like, I'm just here to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm here to gist and drink,
Yeah.
And then people be all trying to, oh, the game. I don't care.
Yeah, but that's what makes, if you play Wolves or something with people you know, it makes the game so much easier.
Yeah.
If Rita was paying even 1% attention, she's definitely a Wolf. She's never paid attention to any other game. That's how I got Indy. I said,
Yeah.
Indy doesn't care about games.
Yeah.
Nor does she remember rules.
Yeah.
How is she still sitting here and Rita's gone?
Yeah.
I said, hold on a minute, guys.
Yeah, but I was distracted, guys. I was eating Brazilian food.
she was eating.
And
That's
it
how I
was-
knew when you-
It was so good.
Yeah.
That Brazilian food, it was like meat, rice, and plantain.
I never had that one.
And
And you had plantain,
Oh, the
yeah.
plantain was sweet. Wow.
Yeah.
I went looked into that game. I was like,
And they said it's real. I said, this one day,
why
you know,
are they making me play a game when I'm here to eat? Do you know what I
It
mean?
was a good game.
Yeah, I advocate for, like, I speak for the people, who love games nights without the games. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I know there's a lot of people who are like us.
You're just
like me.
socializing. I like the games, but
socializing. Like, how's your week been? How's your
Yeah,
mom?
do you know
Like,
what I
what's going
mean?
on? And if there's like a hot guy there, it's like, oh, okay, you're the
Yeah,
guy
let
I'm
me
gonna
chat to
flirt with
you.
tonight. Oh, are we gonna lips? Are we gonna lips? You know what I'm saying? That's
I
the
like
vibe
competing.
I don't care about
But
competing.
then, like, we had Dammy and Martin and, like,
oh my God, Dammy and
bro.
Martin are so competitive to the point, guys.
You have
they
to
were-
lock out. You can't be locked in with them.
Remember, they were competitive, guys.
At the
over
volleyball.
musical chairs.
oh my, like, Dammy hurt his foot.
Dammy injured
He didn't
his
even
foot.
notice the bleeding. He
was
was so
bleeding
locked in.
from musical chairs.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
said,
bro, I can't compete with you because you're
Yeah.
not, you're acting
You're
a
not.
bit, like, you're too competitive, bro. Relax. Martin's like, I'm the best at everything. It's like, bro, it's musical
Like,
chairs.
cool down.
Is it really that deep
Cool
when
down.
you think about it?
Cool down. No, I love our friendship group, man. It's just so nice. It was a
Yeah.
blast, man. It was so good. I came back, felt so refreshed. I was like, that was fantastic.
Yeah, she came back, slept the day. I took an hour nap and locked in with them 10K
no,
steps.
I slept for 2 days.
Did you?
Yeah, 2 days.
Nah.
Non-verbal.
I slept 1 hour.
Yeah, see, I've told you about this. Like, you need to respect your body.
I won my streak.
No, you have to rest. One thing about me, guys, I'm going to rest. Nothing is going to stop me from resting. I don't believe in, like, pushing my body to the max. Do you
Yeah,
know what I
neither
mean?
do I. But I got a perfect March badge. So
I don't have a perfect, I don't care about this stuff.
the badges.
I don't care about the badges. I
They
did
motivate
400
me.
steps yesterday. 400 steps, guys.
We all have our journeys.
We all have our journeys. I did.
Let's be grateful. You could even walk 400 steps.
Honestly,
so
I did
blessings, you know?
What's that thing that we keep saying? Movement is a privilege.
Movement is such a privilege.
Movement
Even
is a
if it's
privilege.
400 steps,
400
it's something.
It's something.
Yeah.
We're entering Q2.
Cooks did
What-
nothing Q1, bro.
Well,
It's
that's what I was
gone
going
for
to
me.
ask you. How do you think your Q1 went?
Oh, it's Flap City. I was not locked in
Really?
at all. I'm not locked in the winter. It's so hard for
Yeah,
me.
same.
I just don't care, bro. It's cold.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
had to move. It's just long.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now that it's Q2,
What are you looking forward to?
working. I need work.
Yeah. Lock it in.
Like, yeah, unfortunately. Gonna start listening to like Big Sean and stuff, you know, and Kendrick.
How does that relate?
Because he's always talking about being the best, being in a competition with himself, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, Big Sean's like quite motivated. Do you know what I mean? And so is Kendrick. So listen to the hitters, you know,
Yeah, to get you. Get in there.
and do my best.
Yeah, that's
You know, all you can do is your best, right?
all you can do is your best. I was thinking about Q1 and I was like, do you know what? It was quite intense. You know, my birthday was in Q1, so was yours. But you don't care about your birthday.
care about my
I do. So I feel like February was emotional because I was just thinking about my birthday. Do you know what I mean? It was Q1. I was just like, oh, my birthday. I'm turning older. Oh my God, I'm aging.
Yeah, but you should just be grateful you age.
Yeah.
You could die.
You could die.
Then
but
you'll never see
sometimes-
the age you're so afraid of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because this
But-
generation is very ageist and it's
They're very
stupid. You're
ageist
going to
and-
be 30 one day, babes. Like, what is the point? They're like 25 years old. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Everyone's a flop till they're 25. They're lucky if they've made it in life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's too old for you. It's going to be a long life.
It's going to be a long, long
Yeah, it's not looking good.
It's not looking good. So Q1 was very much like in my head, very much planning, very much plotting, which I think Q1 is for that. And I forgot.
Yeah, I think it's for rest.
Yeah, I forgot that I said that. And that's the problem. I forgot that at the end of the year last year, I said that Q1, I'm going to use it to chill. I'm going to use it to plan. I'm going to use it to
But
plant
have they
seeds.
ordered this food?
Yes.
Because my stomach is eating as well.
Yeah, they've ordered.
Sorry.
I'm going to use it to plant seeds, and it's going to be real chill. And I forgot that that's what I spoke over Q1. So when it was slow and, you know, very chill, I was getting worried and getting stressed and like getting emotional and like panicking about getting older and all of these things. And now we're in Q2, I'm like, oh, I needed that time to be really chill. Now it's Q2, I'm like, I just want to lock in, you know, and just keep doing more of what I've been doing, have fun, you know, spending time with my friends and work and make money.
Let me ask you a question. How often do you think you should see your friends in like a month?
At minimum, 2 times.
A month?
At minimum, yeah.
A month?
That's like once every week.
No,
Every other week.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
Yeah, at minimum.
I think you should see your friends at least once a week.
Yeah, but I think not everyone has the time to do that. I think we're quite lucky because of the job that we do.
Yeah, but I just
we're
feel
able to do it.
Yeah, but I saw someone like ask this on TikTok, and they were like, maybe like once a month, once every other month.
Once
and
every other month is crazy.
But when you need people to help you move, where will those people be?
Yeah.
People love doing a texting friendship. Texting and FaceTiming is not friendship unless they live in LA or something. Why? You can make time to have a date.
Yeah.
You can make time to go to the pub.
Yeah.
But you can't make time for your friends. And it's getting weird. Like, you're telling me if people had partners and jobs, they wouldn't see their partners. They see their partners every other week. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what, yeah? Can I say something? I'm so glad that you said this because you have a partner. See, when I say it, it sounds like I'm just being like, oh, because I don't have a boyfriend and that's all I have time for is my friends. But I actually do agree. That's something I say. Like, I feel like if you can make time to see your partner,
you can make time
to see your friends. And that's why, like I said, you know, every other week at minimum, because I'm like, there's no way you cannot find time in 4 weeks to see your friends. And how
and they keep saying, I'm a low maintenance friend. No, you're an awful friend, bro. You're an awful friend.
And let's get into that. Some people are actually awful friends.
Every time you go do catch-ups, we're not done.
You're such a bad friend.
Yeah, you're not a good friend.
It's not that hard. Like, you're going to eat anyway.
Yeah.
So you're trying to say one of the free meals, you can't do that with your friend?
Yeah.
Have a nice little coffee. Yeah. And why is it when you want to see your friend, why does it have to be planned? Where it's like,
why can't you be like, what are you doing today? Do you want to do something? Do you know what I mean?
People are scared to even do that because they're thinking, no, it's not going to happen. Oh, no, I'm bothering them. That's not good, guys. I used to be like that, you know. And my therapist said, the reason why you do that, so I would be scared to like, let's say I'm in your area, like I would be scared to be like, yo, Kandie, what are you saying? Can I stop by? Because I would think that you don't want to see me. And my therapist was like, the reason why you feel like this is because you don't think you're important. If you felt like you were important to your friend, you wouldn't feel nervous about trying to do a last minute drop in. Do you know what I mean? But because you don't think you're important, you're overthinking it and you're thinking, oh no, they're not going to want to see me. I'm encroaching. I'm disturbing them. And it's like, no, that's not friendship. Yeah. And it's like what you said, like just doing FaceTimes every day is not friendship. You live in London.
Yeah, you live in London.
Why
have I not seen you?
Babe, you live 20 minutes away.
You know what I mean? It's getting weird.
And
those people will be acting like you're dons. Me and you are not dons, bro. Like, we're acquaintances now. I don't want, like, sometimes I talk to people and I'm like, but I haven't seen you in like a year. And it's like, at this point, I don't want to discuss it anymore. I'm just going to put you in acquaintance and have my close friends who I go on trips with. And those people are always depressed. They're like, life is so hard. Yeah, because you don't ever share anything with anyone. All you do is be at home, sad.
Yeah, it's so
Work,
true.
go home, be sad.
And it's like, why, like, let's get used to just doing mundane things with our friends. It's actually okay. Because we'll be on FaceTime. You can go to the bookstore. Yeah, because we'll be talking and it's the most mundane conversation.
Yeah, we're talking about nothing every day.
It'll be nothing. And then we can meet up and it's nothing.
Nothing, yeah, because just fun.
We can sit down and each other's nothing. We ain't talking about
that's
nothing of value. And that is friendship. Nothing. Mundane. Yeah. And that's what relationships are as well. Because I feel like it transfers, doesn't it?
Yeah, because when you talk to your partner, I'm talking about anything interesting. Do you see that TikTok? Do you know that word? Let's play this game. Do you know what I mean?
It's mundane.
Yeah, it's
you find someone to do mundane things with.
Yeah,
and that's it.
And that's real
life.
Romance.
That's the real life. And it's so funny you said this because again, when I was on my faith walk, this faith walk was a good walk.
I told you the walk of faith.
Yeah, it was a good walk. I was thinking to myself, why do I keep waiting for something to happen in order for me to like love my life? Do you know what I mean? I was like, this is it. Like me walking right now in this place, even though I'm house sharing, don't get me started on my house.
Yeah, but you're saving money on rent.
Yeah. But anyways, this is my life right now. Me doing this right now, this is my life. And I need to enjoy it, embrace it, be present because this is it. Do you know what I mean? There's no, I saw this TikTok, and she was basically talking about how she saw this video of this old lady I think the lady was like 80 years old, and she was basically saying that she is waiting for when she gets married to be happy. Then she was waiting for when she has kids to be happy. Then she was waiting for when her kids had kids and she was a grandmother to be happy. And it was like, she got to 80 and she realized she just wended her life away.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's so scary.
Yeah.
You just
can find happiness every day.
You wend your life away. You keep thinking, when this happens, then I'll be happy. When that happens, when I get this job, when I have this amount of money, when I'm living by myself. And it's like, bro, this is your life now.
Yeah, this is your life
and
now.
Every day is going. Like, life is not waiting for you to be like, oh, I'm ready to lock in now.
This thing is going to make me happy.
Bro, life goes every day.
Getting married ain't going to make you happier.
Ain't going to make you happier.
Men are very annoying.
Men are so irritating.
Like, and you have to live with them after.
That's,
and they don't put the seat down or nothing. And they cook and they don't clean up after, and you have to clean.
I'm really going to be stressed about that. Do you know what stresses me out when I think about the future? Genuinely. I'm in my 30s. I sleep in my own bed. Yeah, I've been sleeping in my own bed. Now I'm going to get married, and now I have to share it.
No, because they can have their own room, innit?
But is that politically correct?
You have to sleep in another room too. Like, it can't be every night that you're touching me. You know what I mean? I don't touch every night.
What I mean? But is that bad? Like,
no, I think Oprah Winfrey does it, and she's like my icon.
Because I'm like, when I'm on my period, I don't want to be touched.
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone breathing near me.
You know what I mean? You can't be in the same room as me.
You can't be in the same room
and
as
also,
me.
when we decorate the room, I don't want to decorate how you decorate. Men are blind when they come decorating stuff. You want to put ugly stuff on the wall. I don't want to do any of that stuff.
But then the older gen will be like, how can you not sleep in the same bed together? Would that ruin the relationship?
It didn't stop their husbands from cheating on them, so what do they know? I'm just saying. I'm not going to listen to people who are in their 80s. They're idiots. Dolly Parton wrote a song, she got begged for a man. It ain't good, baby. Jolene. And look what Dolly looked like. Come on, baby, it ain't good.
It's not good.
Like, I can't hear advice from you. When I heard that song, me and you were not the same anymore. Let her have the man.
Let her have the man. Guys, it's deep. It's something to think about, though.
How are we ending this podcast, though? We've been talking for like an hour now.
Kandie, this is my podcast. And
I'm so hungry.
I was about to end it, but now I want to drag it on out of principle. Because I was about to wrap it up. I was about to ask.
Because I like punctualities.
Punctuality. All right, guys. Are you as adult as you think you are?
I even forgot about this section. I'm not adult.
So since the last
because
time,
recently, someone taught me how to do laundry. Shout out to Zainab. She read the thing and it said wash on 40 heat. I've never read that before. I never knew how to do it. I just read it. I put anything, you're supposed to be reading it.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Do you now have any plants?
No. Why would I have a plant? I don't like... cats can't eat a lot of plants. They throw up and die. So I can't have plants.
Is it?
Yeah. I can't have orchids because cats are allergic.
Is it?
Yeah, which I didn't know.
Wow.
I've been having them. She's been vomiting all the time. Then my friend said, this is... cat die with this. I said, hell. Pollen. They can't have pollen, bro. So it's long.
When was the last time you had your smear test?
Last year, I get mine is it every 3 years you're supposed to get them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get mine. I'll go there first. You don't have to wait for me. I'm going immediately.
Wow, well done.
I'm afraid of cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important, guys. If you haven't had your smear test.
Yeah, get your smears.
Get your smears.
It does hurt.
It hurts.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day.
And my cervix is like tilted up.
Oh, yeah, it is tilted up.
Yeah, so I have to wait to closer to my period.
Yeah, but
so
TMI.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys didn't ask for that. At all. But I will keep it in. Because someone else might have a tilted one as well.
Tilted cervix.
Do you know what I mean? And it's important, guys. So if you're watching this, this is your sign.
If your cervix is tilted, wait for your period to get your smear test.
And if you're watching this, take this as a sign to go and get your smear test.
Yeah.
It's very important. What are your views on life insurance?
They always trying to sell me that, but it's like, but bro, if I die, I ain't gonna give you I don't have pet insurance. Because if the cat died, it's the end.
Does your cat have insurance?
No, what she have insurance for? The insurance, she doesn't go outside. If you want to live, live. If you jump on the balcony, you're dead. I've told her. Whenever she jumped, I said, we don't have insurance. If you die, die. All right? Make wise decisions.
Now that you moved to your new place, do you know dishwasher settings?
Yeah, because I press the same one every time, yeah. You put the pod in, yeah.
Do you use dishwasher liquid?
Yeah. My boyfriend was telling me about that. I didn't really learn. You're even supposed to, press this thing. You put it in the bottom and it cleans the dishwasher. I've never done it, but... They said you can get it in your services. You know, I just called the landlord and tell them, yes, I'm not going to personally do it myself, but they will do that. Yeah.
Okay. And my final question is, when was the last time you bought new knives?
Guys, I never owned knives.
Okay.
In the 4 years that I've lived alone, I had one singular knife. I didn't even know it was supposed to sharpen or anything. And then, like, before I moved, I thought, oh, you know what? Yeah, I can't keep using the same knife for bread, for egg, for onion. I even used like a butter knife to cut onions. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'll just order a rack. Okay. So now I actually have knives and I have the my boyfriend told me about sharpening them and stuff. Because he can cook, you understand? I can't cook. And he says, have you ever sharpened this? I said, knives are blunt? I never knew that they were blunt. So yeah, I own one set now. Okay. So I own like 6 knives, different sizes. One for bread too. Yeah.
Okay, Kandie.
Adulting.
It seems.
Do you own knives? It's like after you have 2 knives, what do you really need the rest for?
I don't, because I am house sharing.
So you don't have a knife? So why are you judging me? I don't have a knife. You only need 1 knife.
I ask the questions though. That's the thing. Do you know what I mean?
How adult are you?
I'm very adult, actually.
Yeah, she's way more adult than me.
I'm very, very adult.
So what's my gift?
Oh my God. This is why having her on the show, she doesn't let it flow. Do you know what I mean? She just goes, okay, the gift is coming.
I'm Nigerian. I just remember this.
And for this reason, you are not as adult.
Obviously, I thought you were.
However, I do have a gift.
Yeah, thank you.
As a mother, I know that it's important that we put our kids first. So instead of a gift for Kandie, I have a gift for her cat. Milk for cats, made with highly digestible milk. Kiko deserves good milk, and his auntie has got
Kiko's face.
It's Kiko's face.
This is the best milk ever. This is the best gift. Oh my God, so cute. Schmilk. Thank you, Top Life. Sponsor this episode.
Hashtag ad. It's not an ad, guys.
Keep
but
your cat hydrated.
Yeah, that's the gift.
Oh, she's going to love this, guys. Oh, thank you, Rita.
You're very, very welcome.
What a good gift. I still have the thing you gave me before, the antiseptic thing.
Exactly, and you needed it.
I burnt my arm.
She burnt her arm, guys, and she actually needed the gift.
I was using it. I said, thank God. I didn't even have plaster before that.
See? Changing lives every day, guys. Anyways, we've come to the end of the episode, guys. It's been a
good episode. So what do you say at the end now?
It's been very chaotic. Guys, I don't know if you've seen this, but
yeah, we've got this bag. Go to the adult. What's the website?
I'm gonna put the link in the note, but this is a tote bag, right? My only thing is I'm trying to decide if this is gonna be merch or just like another brand. So that's been my,
But for now, just join us in the tribe.
Yeah, for right now though, there's gonna be a link and you're gonna be able to sign up so you can be first to know when we drop this. But these tote bags are so cool, guys. So as you can see, Faking Adulthood with the pink logo, right? But it's got a zip. Yeah, it's got a zip.
Lot of compartments.
And a lot of
anti-theft zip.
Anti-theft. Look.
Because when you get on the train, you need a zip it, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you go on my TikTok, you actually see like the inside of it and all of that. And I'll link it all here, Sha. Sha in Nigeria means...
Anyway, innit?
Like anyway, Let me place it here.
Every day you're teaching them. Because you're teaching
I'm teaching them English. I'm teaching you Yoruba.
You're teaching them Oyinbo. That's why I have to say Obroni now.
Yeah, Obroni.
Which has gone in.
Oh.
Because I can't be saying Oyinbo and the Oyinbo know what I'm saying.
Oh, Obroni. Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, we've come to the end of the episode. Okay. It's been a pleasure to have you here, Kandie Jo.
It's been good to be back.
So good to have you.
I'll see you again in desperate times,
No, we're going to get you in when it's not desperate. Do you know what I mean?
That's what they say. Been here so many because it's desperate times. They said, who's not got a life?
She's the best substitute teacher ever.
Yeah, because I'm locked in.
We love you, okay? Guys, thank you so much for watching and listening. I'm loving that you guys... Okay, she's not letting me do my cheers. I'm loving that you guys have been so locked in. I love... not listening. I love what... I can't speak English. I love reading all of your comments. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you for the word.
Thank you for the word of the day. If you find another word and you're like, oh, Rita's going to like that, send it to me, okay?
But think about it. We don't want jigga-jiggle.
DM me the word, okay?
Jiggly. We don't want that again. We need real words, please.
If you're listening, please don't forget to rate the show 5 stars, okay? 5 stars. Anything below, please keep it in the group chat. And if you're watching, please do not forget to share, like, subscribe, tell a friend, to tell a friend. And remember, guys, I'm thinking about doing a live show. So let me know who you'd like to see on this live show. Kandie is hoping that it's her. Oh.
Can we not just have... I feel it's like a dream A dream careless.
No, it's a attainable one.
When I do my first live show, I will be having the Jonas Brothers.
What would the live show be of?
I just want to interview the Jonas Brothers.
Okay.
Like, you know, Date Live. Like, who wants to date me? And they're there.
Okay. We've come to the end of the show, guys, because this will go into another show. Okay. But guys, thank you, love you, appreciate you. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.